A show duct taped together by broken promises and hopes and dreams. Recorded in the corner of Wade's dirty bathroom. Get ready for WMVT.
You're probably thinking that she's running from the police. But in fact, no. Apparently, when her wheel fell off, this was the best idea available at the time to get the car to a mechanic for repair. Drivers come in all shapes and sizes, and some of them probably shouldn't be driving at all, especially when you're looking at clips like these. Look, we've all made mistakes on the road, just some of us make slightly larger ones than others. The average driver can expect to be involved in 3 to 4 car accidents over their entire driving lifetime. Granted, that number may be slightly higher for some folks. Today, I'm going to help you with tips and tricks on how to stay safe on the road because it can get pretty crazy out there. For example, avoid driving your car in places like Chinatown or Koreatown. Actually, any city that has a section of it ending in town. Now, interestingly, insurance companies are not allowed to profile based on race, but they'll profile this shit out of a zip code as a quasi loophole, which makes you really think about zip codes differently. As of 2025, there are 242 million licensed drivers in the United States, 1.6 billion globally. Over the past 40 years, cars have got way safer, but drivers got way worse. We're dying less per mile thanks to airbags and computers, but we're acting like absolute idiots behind the wheel. So self-driving cars must be the answer. However, companies like Waymo and Tesla seem to be using us like lab rats, beta testing their technology, which fails all the time, apparently. Here's a 2025 Tesla running over a child in a private self-driving test. Now here's a Waymo case from this year, 2026.
Oh my god, oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I've always wondered how these things got approval from the government until I found out that Google owns Waymo and Tesla is spearheaded by Elon Musk. Enough legislative power to legalize first-degree murder or use us like lab test road rats. Now, here's a fun fact. Studies have shown that if you reverse park in a parking lot while holding up other people behind you who are also looking for a space, you're more than likely a penis. And if you reverse park with a pavement shin destroyer like this guy, well, you're probably just a straight asshole. I find it very interesting that one of the most innovative countries in the world, the United States, seems to be lacking in the area of motorsports. Let's talk NASCAR as an example. Someone decided to race around a track going left all day long and even banking the turns to make it easier for the driver. If NASCAR didn't have other motorsports to reference upon its conception, then it would make sense as to why the sport lacks imagination. However, there was Formula One to reference. Now, these cars are going around a track that's relatively narrow at 200 plus miles an hour, hitting 19 plus turns that require weeks of studying before the driver even gets in the car. American drag racing is another interesting one. Some unimaginative person thought it would be a great idea to go really fast for a short distance in a straight line with a bicycle tire at the front and then tires big enough at the back to support a jet engine. Again, in contrast, we have rally drivers in Europe which are clearly very talented with cat-like reflexes and perhaps a little insane. It takes a special breed of person to speed through villages and tackle random 3-foot wide dirt roads surrounded by trees at breakneck speeds. This motorsport could be called many things, but boring is not one. Last year, 2 different people decided that it would be a fantastic idea to crash into my car on 2 separate occasions and then try to run away. Of course, I chased both of them down till they pulled over, and I got it all on video, folks. I'm sharing this one because it's special.
Raven hit my car.
I don't want to be on video and all that. I gave you all my information.
Now, this one isn't special because of her luminous orange driving knickers or the fact that someone else's bumper is sticking out the back window, or even that her boyfriend was trying to communicate with me in some language I didn't really understand. It's special because she gave me a fake license, insurance, fake plates, and got away with it. Who even knows if her real name is Raven? The next day, the police basically shrugged and said, we're too busy, and then scolded me for chasing her down. Then my insurance company looked at the crystal clear evidence and said, wow, that sucks, to then proceed jacking up my premiums across all my cars as a token of solidarity. The first person to ever drive a car over any real distance was Bertha Benz in 1888. Her husband, Carl Benz, had invented the patent motor wagon, widely considered the world's first practical automobile. Without telling him, Bertha took the car and drove 66 miles. She even had to invent brake pads on the spot because the originals kept failing, which is scary. That journey proved the car wasn't just a toy, it was useful. Early car production was extremely slow. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, cars were basically hand-built for around $800. For example, Benz produced only about 25 cars in 1890. So in just a few short decades, we went from a handful of cars, hand-built, to millions rolling off the assembly lines. Driving can actually be fun when no one's trying to run you off the road. We've never had safer cars, but we've definitely got dumber drivers. So pay attention, use your signals, and drive safe.
Wade Martin's video thingy.
Oh, God.
Don't subscribe.
UMBT.